work the factory.
It could change the world.
Hey babes, welcome back to Coffee Over Apples. My name is Steph. This is another member selected video in which I'm going to make fan art while I review The Haunting of Alejandra by V. Castro. If you'd like to get this coloring page as a download, consider becoming a channel member at the Book Babes level, and you'll get access to my archive of book-related coloring pages and access to my book club discords. If you still want to support my channel without becoming a member, consider liking this video, subscribing to my channel, and turning on the notifications bell. Your support goes towards my mental health bills, taking care of my cats, and also bringing you more content like this. The Haunting of Alejandra is a woman's horror. And more specifically, it is a horror that I resonated with on a level that I was not expecting. If you are a person who is scared of parenthood, who has a fear of losing themselves in becoming a parent, that's where the real horror in this lies, even though it is a haunting by La Llorona. La Llorona is a Hispanic folklore of a ghostly woman who steals children. There's overlap with other ghostly tales from other cultures there. Alejandra is a mother of three. She is Mexican and her husband is a white man. She is trying to explain to them the bad feelings that she's having, what she thinks is haunting her and the children. He just doesn't get it. He thinks that she's just making things up. He doesn't understand why she's suddenly interested in pursuing cultural practices to connect back with her culture. And this becomes a generational story where we follow her and her mother and a great-grandmother and all the women in the culture. It is very unapologetically Mexicana Chicana. Alejandra is a beautifully written character. Castro did a really good job of making us start to wonder, is the haunting that we're following actually the fault of La Llorona, or is the haunting the societal expectations and pressure of motherhood that are placed upon Alejandra in pursuing the American dream? Each of the women in the different generations has lost something in marriage and motherhood that's either been a part of themselves, things that have tried to befall their children and their families, or the vampirism of colonization. We see the very sad things that befell Alejandra's mother and the decisions that she needed to make. But we also follow a spirit medium that Alejandra seeks for spiritual guidance, who is connected with Mexican tradition and helps guide her to be able to hopefully free herself of this curse, if that's even possible. Her children also play an important role in the story because them being half Mexican and half white, whatever her husband is, they are growing up in a land that is completely devoid of culture and whitewashed. So her herself not being given access to her own culture sends her on this journey of wanting to reclaim her Chicana heritage and trying to figure out what it means to be someone who is of the diaspora, who is a level or two generationally removed from the original land, but still trying to maintain some sense of cultural practice and imbue cultural pride and tradition into her children's lives, who otherwise wouldn't be exposed to it. So I think that if you're someone who is of a diaspora and you're interested in horror that has to do with finding your roots, this is going to be interesting for you. Now, while La Llorona is actually a spirit in the book, it's in the very beginning, it's in the back, that is not a spoiler. But I think even without the physical manifestation of this ghost that is feeding off of these women, the weight of generational burdens is still there. It carries an extreme sense of loss, especially when she starts to figure out just how deep the well goes in what she's lost by losing her Mexican identity. I would say ultimately this is a very hopeful book and a beautifully written horror. I highly recommend. If you like this video, consider giving it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I post videos whenever I feel like it. Thanks for watching. Bye!
Mr. Wonka work the factory.
In your wildest dreams, you'll put out the measures.